welcome to the Logan Power Show. Yes, yes. All right, we're live here at Rivers of Love. Out here in South Carolina. To my left, still part of these young visionaries. He is one and only Mr. Bryan. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good. Gotta have you here.
Glad to be here.
Got it, got it. So tell us about your gifts and smoothing on the saxophone. The instrument that I love to play, that I wanted to play as a kid, I wanted to play saxophone. Because at the time, you know, we in high school, this is before getting married, you want to get the girls. You know, the saxophone was the one. I wanted to be like the Kenny G. I wanted to be the guy who just blow your mind away with the saxophone. But could I play it? Heck no. I played a CD or something. So, tell us about your full name and tell us about why you play the saxophone.
Well, my name is Joshua Bryan, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I ended up playing the saxophone because when I was a young child and me and my mother would take trips to New York, we would listen to this album. It was Waiting to Exhale's album, and it had a song by Whitney Houston, not Waiting to Exhale, it was The Bodyguard album, and we would listen to I Will Always Love You. And on that track, it's a saxophonist by the name of Kirk Whalen.
Yeah.
And I would just love that sound of that saxophone from Kirk Whalen, who's actually one of my greatest inspirations as a saxophonist. And from then I had a toy saxophone. It was time for me to join middle school band. I said, Mom, I really want to play the saxophone. I really want to play the saxophone really bad. And so she bought me a saxophone. I was in band from middle school all the way through high school and college. And it was just something I knew I always wanted to do, even though both of my parents are athletes. They both play basketball. I knew music was my calling, and that's why saxophone, I just had to stick with it.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Mom and Dad got a gift. You rolling your gift. That's to let y'all know right now. If you good in sports and your child good in music, that's music. You good in music, your child good in sports, your child's good in public speaking, things like that. As a parent, it's always good to know what your child is good at and what their actual gift and calling is. Two separate things. When you got a gift, when God is giving you a gift or a calling, it's something opposite of what you're actually good at. Because what you're good at, you can really do it without no one got to tell you to do it. But when it's your calling, then you always fight. Remember, your calling is always going to be you're going to be at battles, at wars with it. But it seems like you got a gift and the calling at the same exact time. Because saxophone is where you're falling in love. So, who taught you how to play it?
I started learning from one of my mom's college friends, Miss Marie Bennett. She worked for the city of Charleston at one of the park houses, and after school I would go out there and she would help me out. And I started there, and then from then I went on to Burke High School. And Mr. McLeod always pushed me to really practice. I would go to a FAMU band camp and I would get tips from Mr. Holloway down there at FAMU at the time. And then I studied under Mr. Haynes at South Carolina State University.
Okay, absolutely. Ain't some good schools now. They can play. Like FAMU, you want that get right type of band, that's the band right there. That's the halftime show. They don't need no football team. I like just watching their band. I remember when they used to play South Carolina State and FAMU used to play. I ain't gonna watch football game. I want to see the band play. That's it. That's what I came for. The band halftime show. Play it. Do your thing. So, knowing that your gift has elevated you, where do you see this going?
I see this going as far as we're allowed to go. If we push it and we put our time and efforts into it, I feel like it will go far. I see the doors beginning to open for us, and I just pray that we continue to push forward and just allow God to work within us and see where it goes.
Amen. So now, we're looking at the screen. Final thought. There's a young person out there that wants to do something, but their approach to mom and dad or whoever their guardian is, they want to tell them, I want to do something that's going to require some work and investment. Something that they're naturally they can't have right away. Because remember, mom gave you the saxophone. So mom had to believe that you could do this and invest in you. How can you speak to that person right now that said they got a dream, something they really want to do, was going to require still a push of faith to move forward?
Discipline. You have to be extremely disciplined and focused if you want to get to where you want to be. It's more than just telling your parents or whomever you want to believe in you. It's showing them that this is something that I'm serious about. You know, I've done my research, I've done everything that I need to do on my end to say, hey, this is something you should invest in for me. So stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep the faith, and you will definitely go far.
Amen. Well, Mr. Joshua Bryan, thank you for coming here to Logan. Discipline. So it's going to require you to get yourself focused in the Lord. It's going to require you to push yourself. That means when I'm disciplined, I know that God is going to push me. I'm in a fight. You're in a boxing match. You got to work at it. You're in the ring. I'm working, I'm jabbing what I've been taught. So come with the game plan. Don't lose hope. God's going to take another level. Hey, guys, all the time, my name is Calvin Logan Power Show.